Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. Thank you for being here. I'm so grateful for you, for liking, for commenting, for sharing. And I'm going to go straight into it because what I've got recently is a series of messages for the Divine Feminine, actually. Series of messages from the Divine Feminines who are coming forward into epiphanies and kind of clarity from confusion at the moment. So, first and foremost, some of you may have been reeling from some of the energies lately over the 8-8 portal. The portal itself was very powerful for manifestations, but it's almost like some of you just kind of had to force yourself to think positively about what you want and all the manifestations you want to create. But I think for a lot of you divine feminines, you've been wanting to just take care of yourself a little bit more. You're being asked to take care of yourself. You might have been triggered in some way by your divine masculine to um really delve deeper into yourself. And it's so funny because yesterday I had a series of epiphanies, but I had posted two questions on my community page, and if you haven't checked them out, please go to my community page and check them out. They were, what are the 10 biggest things that you have changed? What are the 10 biggest things that have changed for you on this twin flame journey? And then the second question was, what are you most grateful for on this twin flame journey? Now, I absolutely love these answers, right? Honestly, I'm reading them and my heart expands with joy for people who, it's just so good to see people evolve and expand for their own right, not for anything else. They're just bettering themselves as human beings. Like, honestly, I think all of you who have replied, it's 222 on the clock, just as I said that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for putting your your sacred journey, your lessons, your challenges, your epiphanies all on this community, on the answers to these questions, because it's so beautiful. And I was gonna lead with mine, and actually somebody actually commented, and I didn't end up leading with mine, and she encouraged me to lead with my own. So I wrote down a few things that were slightly different for what I wrote down earlier in the day. And I was thinking, I'm sure there's more than 10 things that have changed for me on this twin flame journey. So they were very different to what I'd written earlier. But this one in particular, I remember saying that I've been able to heal from the traumas, the pain and the anxieties from my past. I've been able to assess what pressures and anxieties and blocks that I had regarding relationships. And one of the other ones that I put on the channel was, I feel seen, heard, and supported and accepted as I am. And then I also said thank you to the Divine Masculine for seeing me in this way, because it's not only that I feel seen, heard, and supported from the Divine Masculine, but I think that I'm able to understand that what that feels like, right? So am I seeing myself? Am I hearing myself? Am I supporting myself? Am I accepting myself as I am? Because one of the other things that I said is the unconditional love is expanded, and my clairvoyance, my clear senses have expanded. It's allowing me to care less about what other people think and focus on honoring the love and light within myself and around the people around me. And the reason that I wanted to start with this on a divine masculine reading, I am going to do the head and heart energies, but I'm sensing that the divine masculines, like for me, my attachment style was pretty much attachment and anxiousness. Um, a type of person who needed reassurance and communication from a person. But then I also understood avoidance and absence. And my divine masculine reflects that massively. He can be very avoidant and very absent. And that like shakes my foundation, So, because I used to be a person who was always anxious, who was always needing that validation, whenever I saw that type of behavior in my divine masculine, and I saw the avoidant behavior, which I didn't recognize I was doing, but it was clearly a trait that I had, it made me realize that I wanted more, that I almost depended on that. But what I've learned through this journey is the opposite of this style is confidence in one another, trust in one another, relying, being reliable for one another. And that's where I have begun to feel more confident in myself, trust myself more, be reliable for myself, be loyal to myself. And that's where the comfort in the intimacy and the independence is. So, whereas my divine masculine needs the freedom to roam free and not feel constraint by attachment, I too want that, but I also need the reassurance at the same time. It's almost like one of my love languages is words of affirmation. But the reason I wanted to bring this up as a channeled message is I remember Meredith had only recently posted a reading. And the funny thing about her message is she was saying the same thing. The divine feminines are questioning. It's almost like, and I didn't mention this in the channeled message because I didn't want to repeat myself, but she literally nailed it on the head where we're feeling uncertain, we're feeling something's off as divine feminines, we're experiencing this like not earthquake, but kind of like an earthquake in the connections. Like the grounding feels unstable. Like you know it's not the right time right now because there's something in the way. It's a feeling, and you need to honor your feelings. But at the same time, what Mereditha was explaining is some divine feminines, and I myself included, will put my hand up and admit that this has happened to me most recently, is whether they should just let go of their divine masculines, whether they are even a choice within the divine masculines, maybe they're just not attractive enough in some way. And that actually is allowing the divine feminines generally to redirect the honor, the worth, the trust, the reliability, the loyalty within themselves. So rather than saying, am I good enough? Am I not good enough? It's a trigger that from the divine masculines. It's a gift from the divine masculines. So thanks, divine masculines, to allow the divine feminines to feel the empowerment within themselves as the divine sovereign empress high priestess that they are. And this also talks about freedom, right? Freedom of movement, freedom of self-expression, freedom of being. Because when I said I feel seen, heard, and understood by my divine masculine, it wasn't that they saw, heard, and understood me. It was because I was able to express myself, that I was able to share and drop my masks, that I was able to feel understood because I know those things within me needed expressing, if that makes sense. So it's almost like saying that freedom itself is allowing you to be who you are fully. And it doesn't mean that you can only be that with certain people, but it feels like that at the same time. You don't need to be certain types of your character with certain people. But sometimes what we end up doing in society is we are one way with some people, we're another way with others. It's just natural of, how we conduct ourselves. We can't be playful and silly at work when we need to be serious and, probably more focused in meetings, for example. But what this is saying is the divine connection that you have is beyond what you see in each other. The divine source energy is to say that you're creating your own happiness, divine feminines. You are in your sovereign being. You are holding yourself at a higher regard than you ever have done before. So sometimes when you get these wobbles of, am I enough? Am I going to be chosen? It's just a fear that you have because you still haven't fully chosen yourself, that you still haven't fully declared the loyalty for yourself, because when you choose yourself, you attract those people who choose you anyway. It's a mirror. So the divine masculines may be prodding you to create your own happiness, because it's not your divine masculine's job to make you happy, to make you feel seen or heard. It's your job, divine feminines. And I take full accountability to say that it's my job to have the freedom, to have the happiness, to have this choice that I get to choose myself in this journey. Um, so that was the overall message that I got right now. And let's just dive into, because I've shuffled all the cards, I've blessed all the cards. Let's dive into the head, heart, emotions, physical, mental, spiritual, sexual energies for the divine masculines in particular. So we're going to ask the divine masculines is we're going to have a look at the overall energy. And then we're going to have a look at the words of advice. We're going to have a look at any blocks and any other expressions they want to share in the fifth dimension. So we're going to have a few cards come out for the same energy. So for the head energy, we've got the main card is the King of Swords. Yeah, the divine masculines are kind of addressing the avoidant behavior. They're starting to become awakened to the connection to themselves, to you, divine feminines, and they are choosing the path towards divine. Now that either means God or that means the source energy. It also means towards you, divine feminines, but also towards themselves, right? This is all a coalesce of combination of this divine sovereign steps that they're taking. They're looking after their health, they're looking after their wellness, they're looking after their emotions. And if your divine masculine is avoidant at the moment, just give them that grace, give them that freedom. Give them the capacity to process what they need to process. Because right now we've got the King of Swords in their head. They are thinking about this. This is overall energy. They're thinking very much about this connection. And the advice is talk less, feel more. Yes, divine masculines, this is the epitome of you don't need to know all the answers by overthinking it. And right now, the divine masculine is overthinking it. What is also happening is they need to be more in their body. They may need to be more physical. They may need to be a little bit more healthier. They need to put themselves first. They need to take care of themselves, and they need to honor what is happening in their body and how they're processing all of this, the connection right now. Excuse me. Yeah, my throat chakra like wanted to clear. It's almost like with their head, they want to clear some blocks. They want to clear some kind of stuck energy. And divine feminines, you may be feeling this around your divine masculines as well. Yeah, they're being asked to just feel more into their heart space, into their emotions, not so much in their head space. But this is Nine of Swords energy. They actually don't know what to do. This is why they've been avoidant. They've probably not messaged as often as they used to, as they do. They need this time to integrate, to process, to figure out what's next. Four of Pentacles is here. So this is the divine masculine's block. They are, I'm seeing that. Oh, pardon me. The block was the Nine of Swords and the other expressions were the Four of Pentacles. I kind of got thrown off there. So let me start again. Their blocks are the Nine of Swords, so they don't know what to do. So instead of actually moving forward with action, they're actually trying to integrate what happens. They're trying to address what is their avoidant behavior, what is coming up for them, which is great. It's that self-assessment. It's that inner knowing. It's that feeling. And I'm getting a lot of Pisces energy. I'm getting a lot of air energy. We've got the swords here, and we've got a lot of earth as well. So overall, we are getting this divine masculines are blocking themselves from speaking up because something just doesn't feel, something is almost giving them the go ahead of there is something else here, not only just for the connection, but also regarding what they need to do next. So yeah, I'm getting Gemini, Libra, Aquarius a lot in this energy. I'm getting Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. So the Four of Pentacles is that they are holding on to this connection. The Three of Cups is something that they wanted to build up for a very long time. They consider their friends of high regard, and they consider you as high regard, so they don't want to come in and mess this up. What is happening in the heart energy? Death card. Wow. This death card for me really does represent the number 4 anyway. So I am seeing that the number 4 is highly significant for a lot of you. Usually, the number 4 card is about stability, rest, boundaries, order. You know, we've already got the Four of Pentacles here in the head to energy, but what I'm seeing here is something is allowing them to understand this cycle, to understand what is it that they do truly need to know. And the death card is really about transformation. It's ending their ego. So they need to rest, they need to be stable, they need to understand what it is that they truly need to release a part of their ego. So if they were looking for validation, their heart is like, you don't need that. If they've been avoidant, their heart is like, you don't need to avoid anymore. That's what I'm getting overall for their heart energy. Wow, look at this. We've got push through any insecurity. So for the divine masculines, your heart knows the answer, divine masculines. You know that your ego is avoiding these conversations, but you're not coming forward because you've still got that inflated ego about what things should be and look like. What is the block around this? The Eight of Wands, the block is communication. There is a communication block. They do want to come in with communication. They just don't know what to say. This is this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They want to come in hot, but they just don't know what to say. What other things do we need to know? The Four of Swords. Wow. So now we've got the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Swords. I said the 4-4 will be important here. This is their rest. This is the stability. This is their boundaries. This is them needing the freedom and the time and the capacity to process this. So give them that grace, divine feminines, if you're listening in. And the Ace of Swords, yeah, wow. This is just saying that they will come in with the truth, with the answer. All will be revealed. And there is this new beginning, this rite of passage, this unblock of communication will happen. For the emotional energy, okay, another big message. A major arcana is the Hierophant. Now, the Hierophant, usually the number 5, is about instability, disruption, challenges, but it's also about intensity, evolution, spirituality. The Hierophant really is about listening, negotiation, but it is also about marriage and religion. Some of you, divine masculines, may feel as if there's been a block if both of you are all of different ethnicities. So some of you may be thinking there's a block because of the different ethnicities, but this is almost coming through as a emotions that they're processing. Let's have a look at any words of advice. Cool your emotions. Okay, so it doesn't need to be a big deal, divine masculines. Let's have a look at what the blocks is at the moment. The Devil card, yeah. This is something that they thought. This is very fiery energy. This is very blockages. What the divine masculines are feeling is that this difference in religion, it may be sex, it may be you may be different ages, there may be a massive age gap, there may be a gender gap, in terms of you might be of the same sex. All of these blocks have basically kind of hindered the divine masculine energy from coming forward, because it's actually been something that they have contemplated for a very long time. Some of your divine masculines may be talking to other divine masculines in their family about this. So you might, divine feminines, get a sense of your divine masculines are actually having conversations about you with their family. The Knight of Pentacles is this slow moving knight, and it is about, yeah, cooling themselves off, trying to acknowledge that there is something about you. There is a familiar feeling about this connection. There is this balance and harmony when they're around you. It's almost as if whenever they're like emotional or too focused on other things, you ground and balance them. This is so beautiful. What's happening in the physical space? The Lovers, the number 6 card. This is the third major arcana. I'm absolutely loving these spreads right now. If you didn't check out yesterday's reading, please check out yesterday's reading. Major arcanas all over the place. The Lovers card is about this sense of completion. It is about balance. It is about harmony. What did I say? They feel this familiarity with you, divine feminines. They feel at home. They feel balanced. They feel grounded. And in their physical environment, they've got the Lovers card. This is the love in abundance and believe in this connection, divine masculines. That's the advice. You do believe in yourselves, but you've just paused. You've been needing to address your avoidant behavior. You've needed to be alone and understand your soul purpose. So you've completely stopped speaking or spoken less to your divine feminines. And because you do need to process why this is happening. You do need to process that the version of you in your past cannot be with the version of your divine feminines. Well, they're evolving into, particularly, because physically they are the Empress. So you need to step into your Emperor mode. You need to clear your baggage, let go of the pain that you held on to. About the past that might have been painful for the both of you. These lessons that have come in quite heavy, 10 of Wands, 5 of Cups, 10 and 5 reduced down. It's a big disruption. It's a big challenge. It's a big completion that the divine masculines need to do in their physical environment. What is happening in their mental space? The Knight of Pentacles, yeah. Again, the Knight of Pentacles has come out just to show that they are wanting to move progressively, but they are moving. It may seem as if it's slow, but they are progressing. Right now, they're just focusing on themselves. They're focusing on their health. They're focusing on eating well, sleeping well, moving well. They're trying to find that balance within themselves. And their block is they feel as if the worthiness is coming back in again. Do you remember I said the divine feminines have found am I worthy enough for my divine masculines? Will they choose me? Am I good enough? Am I pretty enough? Am I blah blah blah, all of these things? It's real. It's real because you're feeling it from your divine masculines. Your divine masculines have come up with she's so amazing, he's so amazing, they're so amazing. And you know what? I don't know if my divine feminine is just better off without me. What am I bringing to the table? So it's bringing in that big block, and that's actually sabotaging them. That's sabotage, and that's actually causing them to move slower than anticipated. But they're being asked to keep playing, keep finding the joy in the connection, keep, being playful, flirty. In the spiritual space, wow, another major arcana. That's 4 major arcanas. The number 14 card, the Temperance. This is beautiful because, again, this is talking about balance. It's talking about stability. It's talking about having patience and protection. Your divine love is protected. In the spiritual plane, you are in union. Your divine masculine knows this. Your divine masculine feels this. They know that they need to work through these feelings. Again, we've got the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. A lot of air signs in here, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Another fire sign. Yeah, 9 of Wands. They're not giving up on this. They know their spirit is not giving up on this. They know that this is full of abundance, that this is full of incredible, sovereign, auspicious purpose, life purpose, soul purpose. So they are harboring this light within them. They're protecting this light within them. The Seven of Wands is caring less about what other people think. So what are the current blocks overall? The Judgment card. Wow. So this is the number 20. So now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcanas here. And obviously with a clarification, we've got 7 major arcanas because we had the blocks come up as major arcanas as well. So the Judgment card really is asking the divine to be trusted. This judgment is there is victory here. The block says you don't believe your victory is for you. So you need to attend to these details, divine masculines. That's the advice. Four of Cups is back here again. So we've got the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, the Four of Cups in this reading, the number 14 card, the number 4. Everything is rampant with the divine protecting this sacred space. You may feel as if you're at a loss about what to do, but it always comes back to stability, rest, boundaries. Stability, rest, boundaries, and then you're able to move forward in an honorable way. And the last card that wanted to come out, the King of Swords, the Knight of Swords. This is really interesting because we started with a King of Swords in the headspace and we're ending with a King of Swords as the general blocks that are happening. So what's happening? Well, the biggest thing here is there will be this communication. There is this communication happening. And right now, there has been a block in communication. So the divine masculines have tried to understand ways that they can stop their avoidant behavior. They can choose the path towards the divine, and they can really hone into their higher selves, because their higher selves is in union with you, divine feminines. That's what we got, the Lovers card, but that came out in the physical. So this is what they're contemplating in the physical. Something is happening for them to come into the inner knowing that the decision's already made. And literally, I just had a message come through. So the decision's already made. You are the one. They just need to come forward and honor their feelings, express what they truly do want in this lifetime. And they're going to come rushing in whenever they come to that epiphany. If you have stayed here for this entire reading, thank you so much. I'm sending you and your counterpart so many blessings. If you would like to, please hit the like button so more people can find videos like this online. And don't forget, I've got 2 different memberships. I've got the YouTube membership, so you can watch these videos in advance. And I've got my membership, the website membership. Oh my gosh. And that basically shares with you exclusive readings, newsletters, and community calls that we get to share and be a part of. So if you wanted to join that, head over to the link in the description box. I'm sending you so much love. Bye for now.